Welcome back to my channel, The Interview with Chiluveru. Today, in this episode, I'm going to feature Mr. Satish Nannapaneni, the president of IT Serve. It's a consortium of IT consulting companies and independent consultants. Ever since Mr. Trump has taken over, the immigration is one of the buzzwords. And the highly skilled workers are always under stress because of frequently changing policies and regulations and site visits and whatnot. So IT Serve since 2010 has been working very hard to fight back. Explain what is IT Serve briefly. It can be a mission statement or whatever you want to, then we'll go into details.
It's a good question, Viju. They decided to have a common voice to make USCIS understand that certain things need to be addressed in a different manner. So these companies, one of the primary foundation for IT Serve at that time was to provide a policy advocacy for the H-1B dependent companies. When we started, the IT Serve organization was limited just to Dallas and Houston being the first chapter. But over the past 3-4 years, we have expanded considerably. Now we are spread over to 9 cities with over 750 companies.
Question is, we have advisors on the board.
Sure.
Rahul Reddy from Reddy and Newman Associates.
That's right.
And we have Sheila Moti.
Yes.
These two are the top immigration lawyers we always hear every day, at least once we hear of them. Do we have some more advisors from local, in the sense, any Americans? Because I think as Indian Americans, it may not be enough. I think we need some, whether it is politicians or senators, joining us. I think that will strengthen. Do we have some?
Yes, we do have some additional advisors. Patrick Papalia from Archer Law Firm, who is a specialist on the corporate governance law. And we also do have Kishore Kandwali, who is a successful businessman, as also the other advisors.
Great. Now, briefly list out the major accomplishments. Well, we have done a lot, I understand that. I just want maybe 3 or 4 highlights of what we have done. That way, the viewers definitely get connected to those, right?
Yeah. Sure. Standing up against the Newfield memo, we made USCIS to make some amendments to the Newfield memo. At that point, as most of you know, USCIS used to accept only the client letters as a proof of employment of a particular employee working at that location. As you know, most of us know, some of the clients are very reluctant to give out their showing that, especially for a consultant or a contractor, to show that they're working there. So what we made USCIS to do is we made them to accept other alternate forms of documentation. Another second thing which we did recently was the H-1B amendment. Initially, when USCIS wanted to make that H-1B amendment mandatory for employees working, when moving from one client to another to USCIS, requesting them making the hard rigid rule might not be feasible for most of the companies because it wasn't a rule before, and you're trying to make the companies to do something immediately. So instead, once we sent out the memorandums and once our members commented during the commenting period, what they did was they made it like a 3-step process. For example, the employees that haven't moved on to the clients before April 26th, there was no need for them to do any amendments, but any cases that happened after, any employees that have moved from one client to another client after April 26th, we had to do the amendment. Another accomplishment, I would say, the ton of knowledge that we give out to our members, especially with the help of Reddy and Newman PC and other eminent immigration lawyers across the country. We have 9 chapters. They keep our members up to date on the possible policy changes and what precautions that our members should take to avoid any pitfalls in the upcoming future.
Sure.
So that not only helps our members to be prepared for some policy change, but also it will steer them to prepare in that direction.
Sure.
So that they can have minimal impact. So,
Exactly. So when Atlanta chapter was kicked off here, I was there.
Sure.
Immediately after that, I came home, got onto the desktop, and then became a member.
Yes.
And I've been attending all the meetings. And every time I see someone coming in and explaining a lot of things which I don't know, and in most cases we cannot go to attorney and say, no, how will this take place? It's not.
Yes.
They don't answer because
right.
now, unless it is candidate specific, they don't answer.
That's
If
right.
it's a generic question, no, they will not. So yesterday, for example, we had the meeting at the Affairs restaurant, right, banquet hall. There, I think Rahul Reddy was giving abundant information.
Yes,
It was
that's right.
such an eye opener for me because I've got 4 cases pending right now, RFEs, and I was struggling as to how we really need to deal with that. So it's a great one. So that benefit is really great. So every time the US lawmakers start thinking about immigration, definitely
That's right.
we are badly hit because Indian Americans are consist of about 70% of the H1Bs, right?
That's
We eat
right.
up 70%. So any change that is made, we are badly hit.
That's
So now, briefly again, if we can explain how the policymakers are rethinking about not to quickly make changes and how those changes are really going to hit the economy.
Just to make sure, the unemployment, most of the H1Bs, like, as I said, 70% of the H1Bs quota is taken away by the Indian citizens. And I would say out of 70%, at least 80 to 90% of them are information technology. The current unemployment rate in the US is around 4.5 to 4.7%. The current employment rate in information technology is less than 1.5%. What we need to understand here is H1B employees, they do not take away the American dream, they make the American dream bigger. H1B employees, for every H1B employee that a company hires, that a client hires, approximately according to our findings and research by third-party universities, we found out approximately 1.83 American jobs are created. And H1B employees contribute a great deal to the economy. They buy houses, they buy cars, and they invest in the stock market. They contribute a lot, like at least 50 billion per year is indirectly being contributed by the H1B employees.
Coming to the membership, definitely. So we have about 750 members right now. So what should you do to really get more and more people participate in this? So tell me the membership benefits, like I'm becoming a member and what is it I gain out of this?
Yeah, as I said, currently we are 750 plus members. I believe approximately this year we added more than 175 members. We are expanding very, very rapidly. Every member has a lot of benefits. We provide, as I was telling you before, we have direct access to immigration lawyers with DICE membership, and we have a job portal, ITServe job portal, where you can post in your requirements and you can get maybe you can source from the trusted network of over 750 employers. You have companies that have been doing this business since long.
Right.
They can also provide how you can grow your company. They can give you some suggestions on strategy. And also, like if you're a product development company or a product services company, you can use the network to reach out to the clients in a more effective and efficient way. ATS, which is being provided by CPAL, and we have a customized accounting software sponsor in the form of Nimble Accounting, and in addition to that, we have some platinum sponsors like Vivo IP, where they give great discounts on the voice over IP phones
So
for our members.
most of these service providers, especially focusing on IT consulting companies, we can get quite a lot
Yes,
of discounts.
even the insurance too, right? Insurance quotes through AIS are a lot cheaper,
Right.
and we have other New York Life and all those life insurance companies who given like more customized quotes to our members. So the savings are enormous. As you said, the membership fee is only like $500, and pretty much all of us meet like at least all the chapters. They have a specific date where they meet at least once a month for approximately 3 to 4 hours. Lot of valuable information is shared through speakers.
Connections, and
Yeah.
you get to meet new clientele
Yes.
or exchange of ideas. This is such a wonderful platform, I guess.
That's right.
Coming to the upcoming and future plans, Satish, I hear the synergy, I understand. So synergy is where national level everybody is going to come and meet. I
That's
understand
right.
that. So tell me about synergy as well as your future plans. I think that's how we wrap up this discussion.
Sure. Synergy is our annual conference that happens once a year. This year it is in Houston on the dates November 30th and December 1st. We started this whole concept of annual conference couple of years back. The last two synergies happened in Dallas. So this is the first time it's moving out of Dallas to Houston.
It's not too far.
It's not too far.
You're keeping it in
That's right.
Texas. You need to come to Atlanta at least
Yeah,
next
just
year.
200 miles away. So what Synergy offers to the members, like you tend to meet over 1,000 CEOs.
Oh, okay.
And not only that, we provide like valuable sessions to our back office staff. For example, this year, one of the session we are providing is like RFP workshop, where members can learn from experts how to respond to RFPs, like request for proposals, so that you can expand your business in the government sector or the private sector. And also, we have like a compliance workshop with all the policy changes that USCIS and the Department of Labor are making. We are having a compliance workshop where our companies can learn how to organize their paperwork to be compliant. And in addition to this, we have a lot of sales training, and we have like 3 keynote speakers who are going to talk about disruptive technologies and financial strategies. And it's not only a plethora of information, and more than that, you have people who thinks very similar like you, where you can connect.
So we're mixing the business with work.
You're
It's not-
mixing business to work. ITServe
Absolutely.
is the only organization in the United States that provides a platform
Sure.
for people to meet like you, and also it provides a platform to run your company more efficiently and more effectively. And it is the only organization that safeguards the H-1B interests of both the employees and employers. So that's what ITServe stands for.
Good. So before we wind up, if you have anything to say to our viewers, most of the viewers will be definitely IT consultants and IT consulting companies, owners. So if you have anything to say, straight look into the camera, then tell them maybe they'll hear your voice.
Sure.
Like, we want our voice to be heard by, the policymakers. Same thing, they may hear your voice and then definitely they join this, forum.
Sure. ITServe, as I said, is a consortium of H-1B dependent employers. As being an employer myself for the past 10 years, I want my employees also to succeed and make their ground in this great United States. ITSO is trying to educate the lawmakers on how H-1B visas add value to the economy. As all of us know, there are a lot of concerns that both the employees as well as employers are facing. For example, the green card, the 485 dates have retrogressed since the last 9 years. That's a very big concern because currently the way the 485 dates are moving, most of the employees might not be a permanent resident of this country. According to the immigration lawyers, it might take approximately 80 years for an employee to get his green card, which is ridiculous because H-1B employees contribute a great deal to the economy. And also some of the issues which we want to address USCIS and make our voice heard is on the level 1 wage issue and the H-1B amendment issue, which is causing a lot of distress not only for employers as well as for the employees, and also the issues that our employees are facing at the consulate. So these are the hard button issues where ITSO wants to stand for and to address USCIS through policy changes and also making like some small tweaks, because if employers are in trouble, obviously employees are in more trouble. So that's what ITSO wants to address. That is our future plan. Policy advocacy is our major hot button right now. We are hoping as an organization we can make a difference to the H-1B dependent employees across the nation. I hope we can get a resolution on this and make our journey much more smoother in this great country.